the road. Let's take a look at the top Utes prospects. What do you got?
Well, firstly, I got to jump in, and I know normally you're the guy that jumps in with all the sophomore, the redshirt sophomores and the juniors, but the right tackle for Utah Fano, I mean, 55, he's impressive. I mean, I know everybody likes to talk about their left tackle, but actually, when I watched the film, I think the right tackle may have a little bit more upside. He's a really athletic kid. He can pull. He can get out in space. He's got good feet. There are times he gets a little soft with his inside hand, which is a little frustrating, but I think his potential at the NFL is really high. Their center Kump, a bigger center. Not many centers are over 6'5". He's got long arms. This kid's going to play in the NFL. He's a long, big center. Very fundamentally sound. I like this kid. I think he's got a lot of upside. Their guard, Togoi, their left guard, he's a good player. I don't love him, but I think he's a guy that's going to get a chance as a PFA. And the right guard, I'm gonna screw this name up, Mokafisi. Not as big as their other guys, 6'3", 315. Good player, similar to Togiai, and that probably a PFA. But you look at that, and you're talking high-end right tackle, elite to me center, two very good guards, a good left tackle. That's going to be an O-line that's going to help them do a lot of things. Ryan Davis, we've talked about him before, sort of an unheralded guy on the national stage, but this kid can run. He's deceptive. He gets down the field. He makes plays consistently. He is going to be a guy that Baylor's defense is going to have to control. I think there's something there in this kid to play at the next level. Defensively, most of Utah's best players are underclassmen, but we've talked about him before, the linebacker Barton. This is a big, long, good-looking kid, 6'4", 236. He's got sideline range. When you put on the Utah film, you just constantly see this guy making plays, whether it's filling the gap, whether it's chasing down plays in pursuit. This kid's an all-around linebacker. I think he's going to be a starter in the NFL. They have a defensive tackle, V. Mahali. Big kid, 6'3", over 300. Good football player. I don't think he's got the explosion that's going to warrant him being a guy that's early in the draft. I think late in the draft, PFA type guy, going to get consideration. And they have a tall corner named Blake Cotton, who's sort of come on, big kid, over 6'1", 190 pounds plus. Long linear kid, not a top end speed guy that I've seen so far, but with that length, I think he's a guy that's going to get late round PFA consideration. He's an intriguing kid because it's hard to find corners that are good athletes that are over 6'1".
Yeah, I mean, Utah's got some underrated talent here, and I'll just reiterate with the offensive line. I mean, these guys are Sunday type of prospects, and you mentioned Spencer Fano. I can't figure out if I like Caleb Lomu or Spencer Fano more. I think Fano is more ready right now, but I think Lomu has the potential and the upside to be better down the road. But Fano's a fluid mover, powerful puncher, vulnerable, though, a little bit against power rushers. Want to see him have a better anchor. Overall, though, the size, agility, experience. He's got 4 uncles who played in the pros, so you love that kind of bloodlines. And then Lomu is just a technician, right? You love the technique. He does need more consistent hands, in my opinion, but the fact that he's playing left tackle, I think, speaks volumes to his potential. Lande Barton reminds me of his brother, Cody Barton. I was over in Tennessee Titans training camp, and I'm Cody Barton flying around sideline to sideline. And I've been very impressed with Lande Barton, not just with this year's film, but last year's film and the year before. He's very consistent, not a premium linebacker prospect, but you start getting into the middle rounds. This is a guy maybe you get plucked in 3rd or 4th round with a down-the-road type of starter. 2 defensive backs I do want to mention. Teo Johnson, who's kind of been hanging out at the collegiate level for quite a while. He's a big, longer, lengthier type of cornerback. And then I just got hit up. I haven't done homework on him yet, but I just got hit up by a scout to make sure I check out Smith Snowden, who's more of a slot back, nickel back kind of defender, but also on the NFL radar. So just some names you need to know when you're